In recent podcasts, we're talking about borderline Hockey Hall of Fame possibilities. And when Guy Carbonneau got into the Hall of Fame, this guy has come up in conversation, not only because he's sort of the American version of Guy Carbonneau, he was also a top flight American player for almost two straight decades. Stanley Cup winner, Olympic game gold medalist, respected across the world for his skill and his dedication. Now, today we're going to be talking with the legend of Neal Broten. Now, Neal Broten, again, was a member of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team that won gold at Lake Placid in 1980. He was inducted in the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame in 2000, having appeared in almost 1,100 regular season NHL games from 81 to 97 with the Minnesota North Stars, New Jersey Devils, and LA Kings. Now, he comes from a very talented family. He's the older brother of pro hockey stars Aaron and Paul Broughton. Now, Broughton, like his two brothers, attended Rosso High School, a perennial hockey contender in the state of Minnesota, where he appeared with the Rams in the state tournament in 3 consecutive years between 77 and 79. His 78 achievement of 4 assists in a single period still stands as the Rams' record in 2020. Now, as a college freshman playing for Herb Brooks with the Minnesota Golden Gophers, Broughton scored 21 goals, had 50 assists, and was named WCHA Rookie of the Year. His final goal of that season was a game winner that clinched the 79 NCAA championship, in which the Gophers defeated the University of North Dakota 4-3. Broughton would later win the inaugural Hobey Baker Award in 81, which honors the U.S. collegiate system's best player. Now, Broughton is only one of a few players who played on teams that have won the NCAA title, the Olympic gold medal, and the Stanley Cup with the Devils in 95. He's the only player to have won the Hobey Baker and the Olympic gold medal and the Stanley Cup, which is considered like the triple award. Now, Broughton and Ed Belfour are the only other players to have won an NCAA championship, an Olympic gold medal, and the Stanley Cup. Now, Broughton was a member of the U.S. Olympic team, again, that won gold at the 1980 Winter Olympics, an event known as the Miracle on Ice. He also played for Team USA at the 81 Canada Cup, as well as 84 and the 1990 World Hockey Championships, again, for Team USA. Now, he was drafted in the 79 entry draft for the NHL by the Minnesota North Stars, 42nd overall, a high draft. He eventually played 17 seasons in the NHL. Highlights of his long career included the fact he was the first American to score more than 100 points in a single season, 1986, as well as 2 NHL All-Star Game appearances in 83 and 86. Now, he won the Stanley Cup with the Devils in 95, scoring the game-winning goal in Game 4 against the Red Wings to clinch the crown. Coincidentally, his 1980 Soviet counterpart, Vyacheslav Fedosov, was on the ice for the heavily favored Wings when Broughton scored the winner. Broughton became the first American to score a cup-winning goal, and fellow Americans Brett Hull, Mike Rupp, Patrick Kane, and Alex Martinez have done it since. Broughton served as the captain of the Stars for 2 months during the lockout-shortened 95 season, after trade of previous captain Mark Tenorti, serving as captain for a month prior to his trade in New Jersey. He had previously served as an alternate captain on a number of occasions. Now, he's known for this as well. During the 83 season, he participated in a rare fight against Wayne Gretzky. It was only a handful of fights during both his and Gretzky's career. Broughton later recalled how he and teammates would later have to deal with Gretzky's enforcers, Marty McSorley and Dave Semenko. I saw the fight, and let me tell you, they're goal scorers, not fighters. Now, Broughton initially refused to play for North Stars in 92 due to a contract dispute, instead of playing in Germany for BSC Paris in Berlin, where he filled in for his former U.S. Olympic teammate Dave Silk, who was on temporary leave in the U.S. To spend time with his pregnant wife. Now, Broughton briefly came out of retirement in 99 to once again play for the U.S. national team in the 99 Worlds qualifying tournament, and the U.S. team featured several NHL players who had surprisingly finished among the bottom 4 in their previous 1998 World Hockey Tournament, when no active NHL players were available. He scored 6 points in 3 games as the U.S. won the tournament, and moving back up the A Division before retiring from hockey for good. He lives in River Falls, Wisconsin, In 2014, Broughton nephew Shane Garish was also drafted to the NHL, this by the Washington Capitals. Now, in popular culture, Broughton is not featured in the 1981 TV movie about the 1980 U.S. hockey team called Miracle on Ice, except in archival footage of the gold medal ceremony. In the 2004 Disney movie Miracle, he is portrayed by Trevor Alto. Alto played college once for the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds. Now, in the 2008 documentary Pond Hockey, he reflected on his youth growing up playing hockey in his hometown. Very interesting documentary, you should check it out. Now, awards and honors. All WCHA First Team and All AHCH West All-American in 81, NCAA title 79, WCHA Rookie of the Year 79, Olympic Gold Medal 1980, Hobie Baker Memorial Award 1981, NHL All-Star Selection 83 and 86, Stanley Cup Champion New Jersey Devils 95, Lester Patrick Trophy 98, U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame 2000, his number 7 retired by the Stars February 7th, 1998, and voted by Minnesota Wild fans as the greatest hockey player ever from Minnesota. Now, his numbers with Russo were tremendous, 120 points in 26 games, so he was averaging almost 5 points a game. University of Minnesota, that 79 season, 71 points in 40 games. 1980 on the international U.S. Squad, 55 points in 55 games. 81, 71 points in 36 games. University of Minnesota. Then he went on a playoff run towards the Stanley Cup in 81, where he had 2 goals in a regular season and 8 points in 19 playoff games. Now, best season for me, again, has to be that 86 campaign where he was putting up severe assist numbers, 105 points on 76 assists and 29 goals. And what stand out for me, too, as well, 1990, 85 points in 80 games. Now, his numbers did reduce quite a bit as he got older, more of a defensive style. Numbers with Jersey, again, he was playing, not at the level he should have been at that time. But we have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, he was still trying to contribute as best he can with the skills, and he stayed on a little bit longer to promote American hockey. Now, NHL playoffs, 98 points in 135 games, 235 goals. Now, international, World Juniors at 79, 6 points in 5 games. Olympic Games, 2 goals and assists in 7 contests. 81 to Canada Cup, 5 points in 6 games. 84 to Canada Cup, 4 points in 6 games. And 1990, 6 points in 8 games. So grand total 32 World Championship level games, 11 goals, 13 assists for 24 points again in 32 games. Now, if you're just looking at some of these raw statistics, 923 points in 1,099 games, it's like this. He scored more than 330 NHL goals regular season or playoffs. He had close to 1,000 points, actually more than 1,000 points regular season and playoffs. Should he get in the Hockey Hall of Fame? Well, again, look at the stats. Hobie Baker, NCAA title, Olympic gold medal, Stanley Cup. All kind of NCAA and NHL awards, Stanley Cup goal winner, the title goal. I honestly believe, ladies and gentlemen, if you put him in a Hockey Hall of Fame, I'm not going to argue with it. I think what he did for hockey in Minnesota needs to be recognized. Again, if Guy Carbonneau can get in, and Vaclav and Nemansky and some of the other players, he spent 2 decades promoting the best aspects of his game. Rarely would take a penalty, a very, very strong player. But maybe if he would have knocked out Gretzky in that fight, he would have automatically in the Hall of Fame. Because a lot of people still don't like Gretzky, and when Broughton kind of dropped the gloves against him, it made him kind of a mini folk hero. Because Broughton, wasn't the biggest apple on the tree. 5'9", 185. But all I know is this: if Montreal Canadiens would have had Neal Broten in their playoff runs in the 1987 and 89 season, we had Russ Courtnall. That's the only comparison I can give. But he was better than Russ Courtnall because the level of intelligence that Broughton would have on the road, specifically. Courtnall was quite good, but he was more a reactive player. with Neal Broten, he would be thinking all the time. It's like you took the best of Bob Gainey and Doug Jarvis, made the same player. Jarvis's commitment, excellence, and Gainey's kind of scoring skill when needed. Very good offensive, could play multiple lines. But could they have beaten the Russians without Broughton in 1980? No. Could New Jersey have won the Cup in 95 without Broughton? No. Would the NCAA title would have came in 79 without Broughton? No. So therefore, he clicks his my boxes. I'd like to see him in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Why not? Sometimes people have to recognize things outside the box. If Vaclav Nedomensky was a hero to Czechoslovakia and all those Russian players, why not Neal Broten? Because Neal Broten helped build the golden era of U.S. hockey we're still experiencing now. So, anyway, that's a legend, Neal Broten. Please give me a like, comment, or subscribe. We appreciate any feedback. And the reason why I'm doing this podcast, I did a podcast on Gary Sargent recently, thinking about him being injured and hurting his career. But that Minnesota teams from 1980 to 85, a lot of good talent, and Neal Broten was part of that. And, one of the best jerseys of all time. And people would take up for Minnesota, not because of the players, but because he knew who Neal Broten was, and Cicerelli and Sargent, and he loved that Minnesota jersey. And if you know New Brunswick, that N with the star reflects a lot of the hockey teams in the province for excellence. So, and that's what Neal Broten did. He represented excellence. Have a good day. Bye.